Hi. Hi. Oh. Hi everybody, I'm Eric Moore, and I'm here to show you how to build your own Casey Neistat studio for under 300 bucks. It's going to take a little bit of elbow grease and some ingenuity, but I trust you could do it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So, come on. Yeah. Look, sorry, that felt very salesy. But I do want to show you how you can take some homegrown ideas and get a viable workspace or studio, much like Casey Neistat has. So let's get into it. Casey has a really cool studio. Now, it might not be as fastidious as he is, in particular and OCD about everything, but I thought I would share with you some of my life hacks of getting a studio similar to his in under $300. I didn't even want to spend that much, but folks around me convinced me just to go a little extra because it is going to be your office. It is going to be your studio that you see here. It's not a proper recording studio. I have a decent enough mic, but sound's going to bounce all around, and I'm going to change that so it's ever changing. My studio space here is down in the basement of my house. I do have a window, which is right behind the camera here, that lets in some light, but I've had to augment it, and well, I wanted to give you a tour and give you some bits of life hack or money-saving tips to get you a Casey-like studio. So, in that spirit, the video may feel a lot like one of his videos. But we'll start here. These were simple enough to get online at less than 25 bucks. This is called a triptych because of the three. Very cheap. I knew that the wall was going to be yellow. How I landed on yellow was a bit science, a bit gut instinct, but yellow creates warmth and creativity. And every time I come down here, especially being in the basement, it lightens it up. Especially here where I live in Seattle, where it can be quite rainy and gray. So I've also have a picture wall. I wanted to do something different, not just Polaroids, but I also have funny playing cards here. Get a close-up of that. The thing I want to be careful about is because I want to keep it family related. There are some old-timey cards down here of nude ladies from the vintage era, 20s, 30s. Fun to just play with the wall, create some vitality in here. I also built this shelving unit out of some basic galvanized pipe here. Very cheap. The wood, cheap as well. Happy to go through a tutorial on it, but this is really easy. And look, I even put this up on the ceiling so that I can do overhead shots. Casey do, but I do a lot of whiteboarding and I video it for work related. Here, take a look. That's all my gear. Sorry for the mess, folks. Shame on me for not using the gimbal. And over here, we have a large print of the Brooklyn Bridge, bought at IKEA, I think for 70 bucks. We have 70 plus 25 for this image, that's 100. This here was built for $35. That was the wood, the piping, the elbows, the screws, and then my desk. Again, using piping. This was a little bit more expensive because I had to find this reclaimed piece of fur that you see here. But yeah, it's took me about 2 hours, and this was about 75 bucks as well. Now we're starting to get up to around the $200 mark. Everything else that you see here was bought cheaply. These postcards I found at a gift shop for about $1, for 15 bucks. This image up here basically a whiteboard. It's a gift that someone drew for a presentation that I gave. So that was free. And then these other posters here, again, other free gifts, which you can do on your own. This desk, just one other addition is that I built this second layer. It's all homemade. Admittedly, I did have access to power tools, so that might set you back. One last thing, cost the remaining portion of the money, were these LED string lights. Here, let's take a tour. Woo! Yeah, let's not do that again. But I built a soffit to sort of bounce the light off. And then I got undecided. I didn't know where it should land and took it around the entire room. Yep. Yeah, give me some feedback. Maybe it's not for everybody. I'm okay with that. Okay, well, thanks everybody for listening and joining me on the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Keen to get your feedback. Let me know what you think. How can we make the vlog better? Yeah. We'll see you in traffic.